And everybody, I will tell you the rest portion of gamma function. That is very very important part. And let us see here. This formula is very very important. Integration 0 to infinity to the minus ax square into x to the n into dx. So here n is a natural number, or it may be a fraction also. Okay, and a is a real number. So its formula is 1 by twice of a to the power n plus 1 by 2 into gamma of n plus 1 by 2. Okay, here a is a real number. A belongs to R. Now I am giving an example here. So integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus 2x square x to the power 3 into dx. I am taking out a is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. So and so it will be 1 by, directly apply the formula. In place of a, I am writing 2. 2 to the power n plus 1 by 2. Here n is 3. 3 plus 1 4. 4 by 2. 4 by 2 is 2. Okay, then gamma of, here n is equal to how much? 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Gamma of 2. And already I have told you gamma of 2 is factorial 1. So you can get the answer. Okay, and another example I am telling you. If we will take n is equal to 2 and let us take a is equal to 3. So what will be the answer? 1 by twice of 3 to the power n plus 1 by 2. N is 2. 2 plus 1 3. 3 by 2. 3 to the power 3 by 2. And gamma of, what is n here? N is equal to 2. 2 plus 1 3. Gamma of 3 by 2. And already you know gamma of 3 by 2 is 1 by 2 into root pi. So you can write its value is 1 by 2 into root pi. Okay, and now another important formula I am going to tell you. And gamma of n to gamma of 1 minus n is equal to pi by sin n pi. The condition is that n is greater than 0 and less than 1. And this formula is very very important. Let us see class 12 problem. 0 to pi by 2 root over of 10x into dx. It's a common example I am telling you. This problem is in class 12 book. Okay, let us see. 0 to pi by 2 and in place of 10x I am writing sin x by cos x. So root over of sin x by root over of cos x. Take root over of cos x to the numerator. Now it becomes sin to the power half x into cos to the power minus half x into dx. I am taking cos x to the numerator. So here pq, and I have told you the formula is 0 to pi by 2. In my previous part, sin to the power p x cos to the power q x into dx, and the formula was gamma p plus 1 by 2 into gamma q plus 1 by 2 divided by twice of gamma p plus q plus 2 by 2. I have told you this formula in my part 1. So see here p is half and q is minus half. So put the formula here. You will get gamma half plus 1 is 3 by 2 by 2, 3 by 4. And here gamma minus half plus 1 is half by 2 is 1 by 4. Divided by twice of p plus q, what is 0? 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1, gamma of 1. And gamma of 1 is, already I have told you, gamma of n plus 1 is equal to factorial n. So gamma of 1 will be factorial of 0. And here see, 1 by 4. If we put n is equal to 1 by 4, so it will be gamma of 1 by 4, and 1 minus 1 by 4, it will be 3 by 4. So gamma of 1 by 4 into gamma of 3 by 4, gamma of 1 by 4 into gamma of 3 by 4. That means I am putting n is equal to 1 by 4. So here put n is equal to 1 by 4. It will be pi divided by sin pi by 4. I am putting n is equal to 1 by 4. Divided by gamma of 1 is 1, so divided by 2. That means 1 by 2 into pi by sin pi by is 1 by root 2. So root 2 or 2 cancel out. The answer is pi by root 2. But if you solve this problem by class 12 method, it will be one case. Now I have another application I am telling you. One example I am giving 0 to 1 log of 1 by x to the power n minus 1 into dx. So this problem here, let log of 1 by x is equal to y. Here base is e. So 1 by x is equal to e to the power y. Clear? So that means x is equal to how much? E to the power minus y. And dx is equal to how much? E to the minus y. The derivative minus y is minus dy. So put here. And what will be the limit first of all? If you put 0 here, 1 by 0 is infinity and non-infinity is infinity. And if you put 1 here, 1 by 1 is 1, ln 1 is 0. Log of 1 by x is y. Y to the power n minus 1 into dx. In dx there is a negative sign here. So take the negative sign outside. E to the minus y into dy. So in order to make it positive, the limit will be changed. It will become 0 to infinity. E to the power minus y. I am writing e to the minus y first. And y to the power n minus 1 into dy. And this is gamma of n by definition of gamma function, which is equal to factorial of n minus 1. Anything, log of anything it will be there. And if you put it as y, then it will come to the form of gamma function. Then you can apply the formula directly. Okay. And in the first part I have told you gamma of half is equal to root pi. I am going to prove it in an easier way. That means I am going to prove gamma of half is equal to root pi. We know. See how simple it is. Integration 0 to pi by 2 sin to the power px into cos to the power qx into dx is equal to gamma p plus 1 by 2 into gamma q plus 1 by 2 divided by twice of gamma p plus q plus 2 by 2. So simply put, p is equal to q is equal to 0. Okay, then we will get 0 to pi by 2. And this is very interesting proof I am telling you. Sin x to the power p, that means p is 0. So sin x to the power 0 is 1. Cos x to the power 0 is 1. So this total part becomes 1. So dx remain. And if you put p is equal to 0, gamma of half. Okay. Then again, second part is gamma of half divided by twice of p is equal to 0, q is equal to 0. So 2 by 2 is 1, gamma of 1. So integration of dx is x and the limit is 0 to pi by 2. So answer will be pi by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Gamma of 1 is 1. And this is gamma half whole square. So 2 to cancel out. So whole square of gamma half is equal to pi. That means gamma of half is equal to root pi. So this is the proof of gamma half is equal to root pi. See, only 2 lines I am doing. 2 to 3 lines. In other words, also you can prove it, but this is the easiest way to prove it. Okay. So if you apply these formulas in the questions which are coming in the entrance examinations, you will know how it is easier. And in other way also you can solve it, but this is the most easiest way. So I hope you are enjoying my classes. So thank you for watching my classes, and I hope you will see more interesting formulas in my next classes.